Hey guys, it's Tommy here, and welcome to the Pokey Accountant YouTube channel. And so there's been a lot of stuff going on in the market this past month. January has really started bulls, like full bull run, just kind of full steam ahead. It seems as if there's no end to what's going on. The market had dropped in the last 2 months, being October, November, and even parts of December over the holidays, and prices are back to where it has began. And I don't think this is a surprise. Pokemon has a lot of things to print, and they just can't keep up with the demand. What have they been printing recently? They've been printing those Unova heavy hitter boxes, so a kind of a black and white reprint. But I don't know if they're gonna reach or touch the ETBs just yet, or if ever, maybe in the future. We know that they're doing prismatic evolutions coming up, right? They will be doing like ETBs and maybe SPCs. Mega Charizard, Costco's gonna do the 2-pack, and that's where all their printing facility has been. That's what they're moving and packaging at the moment, and that's really where they have spent all their power to produce products that people can buy at MSRP affordably. I don't think they're focusing too much on booster boxes. Neither are they really focusing much on too much ETB reprints as well, other than Prismatic Evolution, and the market is feeling the effects now. Things are drying up quickly, and it's as if this bull run has never left. We have a bunch of famous people coming into the space and shilling, hyping things up, right? Logan Paul, and so on and so forth. And it's just a really, really interesting time right now in this hobby. I want to show you a few graphs. I brought some up just to show you what I mean by the market has dried up. Because really, you look at some of these prices and it's like, geez, it's as if that dip happened and we're back to where we started. So, starting with the big boy, Evolving Skies. Before the dip, it was selling at 2,600 at its peak. And right now, TCG Player says 2,300. But if you look at the recent sales, it's not 2,300. So today is the 14th. If you look at the past few sales, this week, 2,500, 2,400. We are coming up. The last 10 plus sales has been over $2,400. So we're gonna see this swing up continually. I live in Los Angeles. I did a quick Facebook search on this, and all the cheap product that was selling for 2,200, it's gone. They're gone. It's all gone. Right? If you look back, load the sales historically, they were selling for like 2,000, right? Oh, that one unopened. Maybe it looks ugly, but most of them were selling for like the 2,000, like low 2,100, early in October, November. That's gone now. We're back to where we started. Let's take a look at Fusion Strike. It says 885. The peak was 1K. If you look at data, it's selling at 1,000. The last 10 sold are pretty darn close to 1,000. It's like the high 900s. I wouldn't be surprised if they start selling for 1,000 very soon. We got Brilliant Stars, the surprise mover. This thing has gone even higher than what it was before, and we could see 600s real soon. That's why I even showed this before Lost Origin, because this was at a very low price. You were able to pick them up for maybe even 400 locally. And now here we are close to 600. Lost Origin, these haven't rebounded as high. They were in the 800s, maybe like 850 range, right? 850, and now they're selling for 750. So we're getting pretty close. Maybe a little bit slower because people are moving their money into Brilliant Stars before Lost Origin. It seems that it's not the third place anymore, right? It kind of is in terms of the market price, but in terms of movement in the market, yeah, Brilliant Stars where it's at. We got Chilling Rain that was up there in the 580s near 600. Recent sales, I don't trust that $700 one, but hey, we're up there in the 550s, nearing $600 again. And I know I'm gonna just repetitively go through all these boxes, so too long, don't read. Guys, we're back to where we were. If you didn't buy this stuff when they were cheap, you ought to buy now. And if you don't buy now, then you'll never buy, and these things will just continue to skyrocket and you won't find an entry point. Investing is not timing the bottom and timing the tops. It's just buying when it's available, right? But of course, if you have extra assets and cash laying around, you can buy these dips, right? And that's what you should be doing. We got Silver Tempest. It peaked at, I think, $500, near 500. They're selling for, hey, about the same price again, like we said. Paldea Evolve is going to be out of print. I don't think it's at 570 just yet. That was probably, there was a big correction on that box. So I think the 410s is a little bit more reasonable, but this box didn't dip too much just because it's out of print, but I thought I'd just show you. You were able to get these for like $350 locally maybe, and then now they're $400. 151 UPCs, yeah, so these peaked at 600. They fell to about 5. They didn't fall too much, but locally I was able to find some of these at about $500 or even sub 500, and now here we are. These things are rising real quick. Oh yeah, look at that. 660, 620. They're in the highs. They're selling in the mid 600s now. These things, there's not a whole lot of them out there, and they're going to be drying up real fast. 151 ETBs, same thing. We were at the $400 mark, and if you look at recent prices, they're selling at just that. So the last about 5 sold, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, the last 10 sold is very close to $400. 151 ETBs. These have reached a new all-time high. So we are even higher than where we were in the peak. The last sold, they're in the 110s, 120s. There's a crazy buyout on this thing in this today. Wow, that's incredible to see. 151 is going to be skyrocketing. So I hope you bought into 151 when it was cheap. They had Sam's Club reprints. I hope you were able to get those, or even locally. I think I saw those 4 tins for about $70 each. Locally, I luckily I went in, and I'm not the biggest fan of tins just because the corners of the cards can kind of get messed up. It's like not as premium of a product. I'd rather pay the extra money and just have booster bundles or booster bundle displays. That's kind of my jam. Paldean Fates booster bundle, we are back exactly where we began. So it seems as if this dip had never happened. The ETBs, same thing. That's the trend of this video, right? You see that market prices are just kind of swinging and going back to where they were before. 151, prismatic ETBs. They've been reprinting these things all year, and after each reprint, like, yes, it comes back down, but it goes back up, it comes down, it goes back up. Pokemon has been focusing all their centers, all their printing centers on these things just to bring the prices back down. And as a result of that, we have all these newer generation booster boxes that seemingly have never gotten a reprint. And even if they did, it was such a temporary thing. It seems as if one reprint is not enough anymore. It takes like maybe 3 reprints, right, consecutively within the same month or 2 months to truly bring prices back down, and we're not seeing those levels of reprints. Of course, with these older Sword and Shield boxes, if you didn't catch them during that last dip, they're essentially going to be, at selling what they were before the dip at the peak of the bull run. They're back where they started. For these sets that are kind of rotating out, if you were able to pick them up, we're not getting more product, guys. It's January. We got about 3-ish months left on this, and I don't foresee us getting product. And even if we do, it would just be drip fed so slowly and so little to us that it wouldn't make a difference in the pool of what's going on. So I hope you were able to pick all the Sword and Shield and early Scarlet and Violet items up, because the dip is gone. And now that all these, that's usually how the money moves. It moves first in the older sets, Sword and Shield, and then it moves to early Scarlet and Violet. And then the money, once those things have pumped up, then the modern stuff starts looking like a good buy, right? You're finding Surging Sparks, Journey Together for about $200 locally. Phantasmal Flames, Mega Evolution, all these boxes were $200 locally. Where are they now? Let's take a look. Of course, Stetson Rivals also going up. No signs of reprint yet. It's at 410. Maybe this thing would go back to 470. I don't know. Even if they did do a reprint, how much damage can they do? They got to focus on other boxes too, right? Not just Destined Rivals. Twilight Masquerade, this will rotate out next year. We haven't had a reprint. And look, it's back up to $300 a box. It snuck its way up. And no one talks about this box, but look at that. There's been focus looking at this, right? The dip brought it to 260. And that was down, and now we're up to nearly 300. So we're up like almost 15% on this thing. Surging Sparks, this thing was down to like 216. No one wanted it, and here we are sitting at 260 because of that little vending machine reprint. And now we are up from that bottom to where we are here, nearly 20%, if not 20%. That's amazing, right? Mega Evolution. It was at 220 and now we're at 250. Again, another 10%, 15% increase over the last, like, just starting this January. This January has really brought all these products up. Phantasmal Flames, even after wave 2, look, we're sitting at 251. The prices came out 213, and that was the end of December. People were freaking out. And it just got eaten through. Every single product has been eaten through, guys. And if you haven't picked up then, I hope you're picking it up now, because I think we're about to go on a ride. These things are going to go up. Don't hope for a reprint. If anything, maybe manage your money in such a way where you position yourselves into these products, right? And you have, say, extra money. With that extra money, you can then wait and buy the reprint. You know what I'm saying? So you're not like waiting on all your capital. You're not holding it all up in cash, but maybe a portion or a fraction that you're willing to wait on. But it shouldn't be all your capital, because if you're just waiting, sitting on all this capital, it's not going to drop. And even if it does, it can't drop too much. And the reprints we see, they're not coming in a large size. In about a week, 2 weeks time, we got Ascended Heroes coming out, and that's gonna, people can't even get that much of that product, and we're gonna, I think, see a hype wave, and all these things will go up some more. So if you're not buying now, it's gonna go up. And of course, if your budget is smaller, don't let FOMO get you. Continue waiting for PC ETB and Pokemon Center drop. Those things you can get MSRP, but don't wait for these things to drop. If you're, an investor with a little bit more cash, you can buy it as it is, and it should just go up. Don't time it perfectly. You can't time it perfectly. Just buy it, and when it does drop, you buy extra. And to end this video, I want to give you guys a little hint of a secret that's coming out. So Ascended Heroes is coming out soon, and the PC ETB is going to have this N Zekrom Pokemon Center stamped as a promo, and the regular ETB obviously without the stamp. Just a heads up, guys, this Ascended Heroes is going to be a really hyped set. I believe a lot of people are going to keep their Ascended Heroes ETBs sealed. It's a very high in-depth set, and people are going to really want to rip it and get all these cards, get it graded, start collecting it. A lot of sealed investors are going to keep it sealed. And as a result, sequentially, I see that Journey Together enhanced booster boxes. Sorry, this is the regular one, but I see that Journey Together enhanced booster boxes going up in price as well. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think I can find it right now, but yeah. Oh, there it is. Shop booster boxes, enhanced booster boxes. I can see this card skyrocketing, guys. I can see this booster box performing really well. I still think it's really cheap. It's $230. $227 was the lowest, and now it's 232. So I still think Journey Together is very cheap compared to all these boxes that have went up in price. I think Journey Together is the move because and Zekrom, and then you have the promo card, which is Ends Reshiram, right? Let me see if I can focus that. You have Ends Reshiram. Dude, these cards go sequentially together. So I think Journey Together is a very cheap box right now. I think you can find them about $200 locally. So while everything has pumped up in price, I think Journey Together is a buy right now. So if you guys agree or disagree, feel free to discuss down below. I hope you learned something from this video and you guys are, have bought the dip and have learned from this lesson, and hopefully it is a lesson that moving forward you're able to take advantage of these buying opportunities. So if you learned something, if you like this video, please like the video, please comment, give me a subscription. It really helps a lot. I'm really close to 100 subscriptions and I'm super happy. I couldn't have done this without you, and I think when we reach 500 subscriptions we'll do a giveaway. So thank you so much for the love and the support. I'm Tommy with Poke Accountant and I'm signing out.